I'm actually 6 miles away from it, Jay, believe it or not, and it's taking up my entire camera view right now. So, I mean, that ought to tell you how big it is. It's a large tornado. It's probably, I mean, it could be 500 yards wide. It could be maybe a quarter-mile wide by the time we get up to it. So, I mean, this is a very serious situation, Jay. Okay, guys, I got to move up a little bit here. Need to move up just a little bit. Get a vantage point here. Get off the road a little bit better. I'm actually 6 miles away from it, Jay, believe it or not, and it's taking up my entire...
Pretty significant damage. I'm seeing different reports on it, so I won't go into too much of what I'm seeing until we can verify more, but certainly a number of areas there with damage, and all of those cells now are pulling off toward the east, all of them cutting into Illinois. There are 5 different tornado warnings in western Illinois, just to the eastern side of the Mississippi River, right there, kind of across from St. Louis and just to the south and just to the north of the St. Louis area.
2 completely different events. Earlier, the tornadoes first began to form west of Oklahoma City around 6 o'clock Central Time. So just as the Fox report was going on the air tonight, and Oklahoma City was the focus of the world for hours on end, and now as we approach 9 o'clock in the Central Time Zone, this separate system in and around St. Louis is causing serious problems. Radar showing 100-mile-an-hour winds in western Madison County not long ago. Whether that's a tornado on the ground or not, we can't know yet. But straight-line winds can become that severe or that strong in this sort of a storm event. I'm reading information from people all over, including I'm monitoring the different television stations and trusted outlets there, and it sounds like there is damage. I'm not sure how widespread. I know there have been injuries as well, and people are sheltering in place in basements, and the St. Louis County Operation of Emergency Management says that one of the tornadoes on the ground is classified as large and extremely dangerous. And Rick, for the St. Louis area, especially east across the river, this is still in full force.
It is. It's moving into Illinois. Important to say that because we've been talking for the last 3 hours about Oklahoma, but these storms are cutting up across areas of Missouri, southwestern Missouri. In fact, Joplin has now had 3 different tornado warnings right there. So one tornado, the same way they've been developing and cycling through in Oklahoma City, that's happening now in the Joplin, Missouri area. Keep in mind, 2 years ago, they had that monster tornado. And now the same story, a little bit more of a bunch of single tornado-warned cells moving across the St. Louis area. I don't think we'll see a lot of significant development behind this first line in St. Louis. But now western Illinois in on this, and we've been seeing some tornadoes up into Wisconsin. It's all part of the exact same storm system that we've been dealing with for about the last 4 days. Tomorrow we still have this Shepherd. It's not as significant of a threat tomorrow, but we still have it down across areas all the way down throughout much of Texas, down towards the Big Bend, towards northern areas of Mexico, through Dallas, again through Arkansas and through that mid-Mississippi River Valley and Ohio Valley. It stretches up towards Detroit. Sunday, it's in towards the northeast. Neither of those days is significant as today, but a threat for tornadoes continue with us for the next 2 days also.
Is there something, I know it's May and approaching June now tomorrow. This is the time of year when it happens. Maybe it's because of social media or the rest, but this just seems like more activity than is common.
Well, these have been some really strong tornadoes that we've seen right now, and I can tell you just meteorologically, there has been an area of high pressure off towards the east. When that jet stream hits that high pressure, it can't continue to move in a straight fashion. And so it buckles up to